going to war in Iraq to start with was a war crime. To invade and occupy a country that had not done anything to the United States was a war crime, a crime of aggression.
But are our troops committing war crimes? I think she spoke with what sounded like a broad brush, and I know that will anger many people.
Well, she does not mean for it to anger the troops, the good troops that are over there that are trying desperately just to survive, that are trying not to kill innocent civilians. But tragically, there are thousands of Iraqis that have been killed. There are hundreds of thousands of homes that have been broken into. There are families that have been disrupted, of course. And she is talking to the good people of the military to say, please don't commit these types of things that we're now hearing about that some of our troops have committed.
I fear that context, unfortunately, may be lost by those who just hear the phrase war crimes.
I don't know what more you want. And let me ask you, Cindy has called the president a lying, filthy bastard, Fuhrer. She said that George Bush killed her son. George Bush is the biggest terrorist in the world. Now she's accusing our troops of being rapists and committing war crimes. Those are all statements you agree with?
I certainly agree that the fact that George Bush has taken us into a war...
I didn't ask you that. I asked if you agree with those statements.
I would characterize it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I would say he is lying. He has lied to us. Okay. He has been untruthful to the American public. He has gotten us into a war that is something we shouldn't have gotten into.
We're here to debate the rhetoric of the hard left people like yourself. Colonel, here's the point. I can almost accept it from Cindy Sheehan, but she's used by the Democratic Party. John Murtha's put out by the Democratic Party. John Murtha accuses our troops of killing civilians in cold blood. John Kerry, who stabbed Vietnam vets in the back, says that our troops are terrorizing women and children in the dark of night.
I can guarantee you Cindy Sheehan has not been used by the Democratic Party.
But nobody's using her. Hang on a second. Those were the words by Murtha and Kerry. Here's what I want to... Jack Murtha accused our troops of killing civilians in cold blood. John Kerry said our troops are terrorists, terrorizing women and children in the dark of night. The person you're fasting with said our soldiers are rapists and war criminals, that the president killed her son, that George Bush is a lying, filthy bastard and a Fuhrer. You're going to stand with a woman who says all those things?
No, I'm going to fast.
With a woman who says all those things?
I fast on many... religious holidays.
Stop ducking the question. Why are you supporting a woman who calls our president a lying, filthy bastard?
Answer the question, or you can just go and have a tirade with your partner.
No, I want you to answer it.
I am fasting because this war is wrong. This war was misleading from the beginning, and this is a moral sacrifice that many of us are making.
You are fasting with a woman who called our troops rapists and war criminals.
I celebrate Christian holidays with people that are members of the Ku Klux Klan. Doesn't mean I agree with all of that.
You know something?
So,
let me say something else.
You want to talk about your views of Cindy Sheehan rather than defending the moral and wicked war.
Whether you're eating a fasting shot. I'm proud of this war. I'm proud of our president, and we're winning the war in spite of
you
guys
should
like
not
you
be proud of the fact that there is clearly no weapons of mass destruction that justify this war.
500
You should not be proud of the fact that we are now dealing with some soldiers that are being accused of inhuman behavior, that are taming the behavior of real soldiers that are there and do a job that is decent that they were sent there for.
They've undermined this war from the beginning. They stand by the most despicable statements that have been made about our president and our troops at a time of war. This is disgraceful.
So the American people that are now overwhelming.
It's important for us, people of different countries in different borders, to reach out to one another, to work to force our leaders to solve problems peacefully. And this is really important.
So why go stand side by side by Hugo Chavez in Venezuela? Why do that? I mean, it sounds like that. Would you rather live under Hugo Chavez than George Bush?
Yes. Hugo Chavez is not a dictator like you introduced him. He's been democratically elected.